Brazil never stops producing talent. Every single year, a new generation rises. Kids who grew up playing barefoot on concrete, dreaming of Europe, dreaming of glory. And in 2025, that production line was delivered again. This is the definitive ranking of the 10 best Brazilian players under 23 who dominated the 2025 season. Brazilian talent, the best of the best. Football in the world. Brazilian football in 2025 was chaotic, unpredictable, and absolutely loaded with young players ready to explode. And from that chaos, 10 names emerged. 10 players who proved they belong at the highest level. Some of them are already packing their bags for Europe. Others are staying to finish what they started. Now I need to warn you about something. You need to pay attention on player number 3. He's one of the best players in the country. That story is coming. But first, let's start from the bottom and work our way up. Number 10, Allan, Palmeiras right winger. 54 games in a single season. That's not rotation, that's trust. Allan became a constant presence on Palmeiras' right flank, a player Abel Ferreira could rely on when the pressure was at its peak. 3 goals, 6 assists, and an average of 1.1 successful dribbles per game. Now, those numbers might not scream superstar, but Allan's value goes beyond statistics. He understands spacing, he tracks back, he makes the right run at the right moment. Napoli has been watching closely. Allan is not the flashiest name on this list, but he might be the smartest. Number 9, Cauã Barros, Vasco da Gama, defensive midfielder. 61 competitive matches in one season, split between América Mineiro on loan and Vasco da Gama. Cauã Barros didn't just play, he anchored. 1.2 interceptions per game, 1.8 tackles per game, and somehow 3 goals from a holding midfield position. He reads the game 2 passes ahead. He breaks up attacks before they even form. Bologna and Como in Italy have both been linked, and honestly, Serie A might be the perfect destination. Italian football rewards defensive intelligence. Cauã Barros has that intelligence in abundance. At 21, he's already playing like a 10-year veteran. Number 8, Alysson, Grêmio, right winger. Some teams desired him, but he chose England. Alysson has already signed with Aston Villa, and when you watch him play, you understand why. 1 goal, 2 assists. Modest numbers on paper, but then you see 1.5 tackles per game from a winger. You see 1.2 successful dribbles per game. This is not a traditional Brazilian flair player. This is a tactical winger, a winger who fights. Aston Villa didn't sign potential, they signed a ready-made Premier League profile. Alysson is physical, direct, and relentless. At 19, he's about to test himself against the best league in the world. And something tells me he's going to pass that test. If you're enjoying this breakdown, now is the time to subscribe. Hit that button. Drop a comment with your prediction for number 1. And stick around, because we're only getting started, and the best stories are still ahead. Number 7, Cuiabano, Nottingham Forest, left back, 6 goals and 3 assists. From a left back, Cuiabano was one of the most exciting fullbacks in Brazilian football last season, bombing forward, cutting inside, creating overloads that defenses simply couldn't handle. 1.1 tackles per game and 0.7 interceptions show he's no liability defensively either. Nottingham Forest owns him, but he's heading to the loan list. Botafogo, Vasco, and Cruzeiro are fighting for him. Wherever he ends up, one thing is certain: Cuiabano is a weapon. A left-back who plays like a winger, but defends like he means it. The modern fullback prototype, Brazilian edition. Number 6. Breno Bidon, Corinthians centre midfielder. Corinthians had a turbulent season. Financial chaos, coaching changes, fan pressure at an all-time high. All consolidate the Brazilian Cup title. And through all of that, a 20-year-old midfielder held the centre of the pitch together. Breno Bidon played 52 games with 1.4 tackles per game. Elite numbers for a box-to-box midfielder. Only 1 goal, only 1 assist, but 0.8 key passes per game show he's not hiding from the ball. He wants it. He demands it. Flamengo has been circling, trying to pull him across Rio. Could this move happen? He has the engine. He has the brain. Now he needs the stage.
Number 5.
Kaio, Cruzeiro, left back. If Cuiabano is the attacking fullback, Kaio is the destroyer. Incredible 2.9 tackles per game. That's not defensive contribution, that's defensive domination. Add 1.2 interceptions, 5 assists, and 1.1 successful dribbles per game, and you have a complete fullback. Kaio doesn't just defend his flank, he owns it. Como in Italy wants to bring him to Serie A, and frankly, he's ready. Cruzeiro might not be able to hold on to him much longer. When you tackle like a defensive midfielder and assist like a winger, Europe comes calling fast. Number 4. Jhon Jhon, Red Bull Bragantino, attacking midfielder. Now we're entering elite territory. Jhon Jhon was arguably the most entertaining player to watch in Brazilian football last season. 51 games, 13 goals, 9 assists, 2.5 successful dribbles per game, and 2.4 key passes per game. Those are numbers that belong in a top European league, and yet he's on the verge of signing with Zenit in Russia. The money is massive. The competition level? Questionable. This might be one of the biggest what-if careers of his generation. Jhon Jhon has the talent to play in the Premier League, in La Liga, in Serie A. Instead, he might disappear into the Russian winter. Time will tell if that was smart business or a wasted prime. Before we reveal the top 3, I need you to do something. Drop a comment right now. Who do you think is number 1? And more importantly, do you agree with Jhon Jhon's decision to go to Russia? Let me know. And if you're not subscribed yet, you're missing out on the best Brazilian football content on YouTube. Now, let's talk about the player who shocked everyone. Number 3. Rayan, Vasco da Gama, right winger. This is the moment. This is the story that defines this entire list. Rayan is 19 years old. He carried Vasco da Gama, a club in financial turmoil, a club with limited resources, a club fighting for relevance, to the Copa do Brasil final. 45 games, 15 goals. The most naturally gifted player on this entire ranking. And then the transfer window opened. The biggest clubs on the planet wanted this kid. And where did he sign? Bournemouth, a club fighting for mid-table survival in the Premier League. Not Munich, not Dortmund, not Barcelona. Bournemouth. Why? Development. Rayan and his camp made a calculated decision. Better to be a star at a smaller club than a rotation option at a giant. If it works, Rayan becomes a case study in smart career management. At 19, he already has the talent of a Champions League player. Now he needs to prove he has the mentality of one. The world is watching, Rayan. Don't waste this. Number 2. Vitor Roque, Palmeiras centre forward. The redemption arc. Vitor Roque went to Barcelona as a teenager with the weight of an entire country on his shoulders. It didn't work. The minutes didn't come. The confidence disappeared. He came back to Brazil looking for answers, and Palmeiras gave him exactly what he needed: trust. 56 games, 20 goals, 5 assists, 1 key pass per game. Vitor Roque didn't just recover his career, he announced that he's ready for a second shot at Europe. Chelsea is watching closely, and this time, if he goes, he'll go as a complete striker. A player who knows what it's like to fail and what it takes to rebuild. At 20 years old, Vitor Roque has already lived 2 careers. The third one might be the one that makes him a star. Number 1. Kaio Jorge, Cruzeiro centre forward. 26 goals and 8 assists in 47 games. Kaio Jorge didn't just lead this list, he dominated Brazilian football in 2025. This is a player who already had his European chapter. Juventus signed him. It didn't go as planned. He came back to Brazil, landed at Cruzeiro, and turned himself into the most lethal striker in the country. 26 goals in a single season is not normal. That's elite. Flamengo tried everything to sign him. They pushed hard. Cruzeiro said no. And now, European clubs are circling again. But this time, Kaio Jorge is different. He's not a promising teenager anymore. He's a proven goal scorer, a player who has failed, learned, and come back stronger. If he goes to Europe again, he'll go ready. And whoever signs him might be getting one of the best pure strikers Brazil has produced in years. That's the list. 10 players, 10 stories. Some are heading to Europe, some are staying to fight, and one, Rayan, made a decision that might define his entire career. Brazilian football never stops producing. The question is always the same. Which ones will make it? Which ones will fulfill their potential? And which ones will become the next great what if? If you made it this far, you're a real one. Subscribe for more Brazilian football content. Comment your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one. Brazilian talent, the best of the best. Football in the world.